Hi, folks. Before we begin, please be aware that we are recording this webinar. If you have any questions about the resources, we encourage you to follow up via email at support@electionsgroup.com. Thank you all for joining us today. My name is Annie, and I'm an election expert with the Elections Group.
Hi, everyone. I'm Rebecca, a Communications and Program Manager for the Elections Group.
For those of you who may be joining us for the first time, the Elections Group is an election administration consulting firm. We partner with state and local election officials to implement new programs or improve processes for voters and stakeholders. We provide guidance, resources, and direct management support for jurisdictions. Our team is made up of former election officials and election experts from across the United States. We're pleased to have you all with us today for our next highlight of resources for the election administration community. Each week, we'll showcase resources from the Elections Group paired with resources from other organizations in the election space. Every 4 weeks, we will focus on a different topic and we'll take a deeper dive into the resources available each week.
This month, we will focus on election and communications. And this week, we are highlighting the Election Group's guidance for writing emails for email marketing campaigns and the University of Minnesota's Humphrey School's The Power of Communications panel discussion. All right, let's get started. So first up, we are going to review our resource. It's writing emails for email marketing campaigns. Just a quick overview. Emails are a low-cost communication tool that can help quickly get important and accurate information to voters. Creating an email marketing plan ahead of each election cycle ensures that voters are receiving important updates directly from your office as a trusted source of information. They can be used to highlight upcoming events, processes, and important dates and deadlines. And emails should provide details, important dates and deadlines, and resources for readers. Today, I'll walk you through the sample template that is available at electionsgroup.com. So the first tip that we have is to use an email header or jurisdiction logo. We also recommend including a subject line that is relevant and concise. The subject line lets email recipients know what to expect in the email. They're more likely to open an email with a subject line. Our next tip is to jump right in. Start your email by explaining the reason for contact immediately to increase the likelihood of the information being read and understood. Ensure that messaging is concise and avoid covering too many topics in one email to help eliminate the opportunity for confusion. If your office has multiple topics to cover, create multiple email campaigns and send them out over a pre-established period of time that aligns with any important dates or deadlines that will be discussed. Not every single topic needs to be in every single email that you send. We also recommend that you include accurate and updated data. If the email contains any of the recipient's information from their voter registration record, just ensure that you are incorporating data from your database and merging that information directly into the email as needed or required. Since not everyone checks their emails daily, ensure you include an as of date to help provide additional clarity for folks. We also recommend including calls to action. So ensure that you're clearly explaining what your office needs the voter to do. Provide a pathway forward for them to follow. In this example, information for updating voter registration information was provided along with available options and clear directions. Next up, we always recommend that you include additional contact information. When sending out mass emails, it's important to provide your office's contact information in the event that voters have additional questions or would like to confirm the validity of the email. Ensure that the team members are aware of all email correspondence that is sent to voters and when to prepare for a potential influx of inquiries and telephone calls. Creating emails for an email marketing plan are a low-cost communication tool that help quickly get important and accurate information to voters. Creating this ahead of each election cycle ensures that voters are receiving important updates directly from your office. And then just end your email. So don't forget to mark the end of your email by inserting your agency's logo and even an email signature from your director of elections or elected official that you work for. This increases trust in the election process, and it also legitimizes your writing and your emails. And then our last tip is to actually use short links. So if you're including URLs, short links are easier to type and help voters find what they need. Your links may already be short enough, but if they're not and they're super long, you can work with your IT team to create short links. Or if that's not an option, you can make them for free at a site like Bitly or Tiny URL. So those are just some quick tips. Again, we've placed the link to this resource in the chat, and this is available on our website at www.electionsgroup.com. All right. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much, Rebecca. The Humphrey School of Public Affairs at the University of Minnesota ranks among the country's top 10 professional public policy and planning schools, widely recognized for its success in advancing the common good through a comprehensive world-class program. The school offers 6 distinctive master's degrees, a doctoral degree, and 6 certificate programs, including in election administration. Their mission is to inspire, educate, and support innovative leaders to advance the common good in a diverse world. The Humphrey School has an active YouTube channel with lots of informative videos about election administration. This video, The Power of Communications, is a panel discussion featuring Dan Carpenter, Freed Professor of Government at Harvard University. A familiar face to us at the Elections Group, Pam Fessler, former correspondent at NPR News and TAG Communications consultant. Jacobo Licona, disinformation researcher at Equus Labs, and moderator Judd Choate, Director, Division of Elections at the Colorado Department of State. The Power of Communications panel discussion serves as a valuable resource for election administrators by highlighting essential communication strategies. One of the primary focuses of the panel discussion is the importance of clarity and transparency. Election administrators are encouraged to use simple language, so avoid jargon and technical terms. The goal is to make information easily understandable to the general public and explain procedures clearly. Detailed explanations about election processes and decisions help in building public trust and ensuring transparency. By making sure everyone understands how things work, misconceptions can be minimized. Proactive engagement is another crucial aspect covered in the panel. Regular updates, so keeping the public and media updated regularly, helps in preventing the spread of misinformation. This can be achieved through various channels like social media, press releases, and community meetings. And community outreach, so engaging with community leaders and stakeholders before, during, and after elections ensures that their concerns are heard and addressed timely. Additionally, the panelists underscore the necessity of having a solid crisis communications plan. So election administrators should be ready to address any issues that arise quickly and transparently. Being prepared with pre-drafted statements and a clear protocol can make a significant difference during crises. And when dealing with crises, being honest and straightforward is key to maintaining public trust. Acknowledging mistakes and outlining steps to rectify them can help mitigate negative impacts. Listening to and acting on feedback is vital for continuous improvement. Actively seek feedback from the public, poll workers, and other stakeholders to identify areas for improvement, and then use this feedback to refine communication strategies and processes, demonstrating a commitment to improvement and responsiveness. Modern communication tools can also significantly enhance effectiveness. Using infographics, videos, and other visual tools can help convey complex information more clearly and engagingly. Leveraging social media and other digital platforms ensures broader and more efficient reach. It's also important to make sure that all digital content is accessible to people with disabilities. By incorporating these communication strategies, clarity and transparency, proactive engagement, crisis management, feedback and improvement, and the use of visual and digital tools, election administrators can foster a more informed and engaged electorate. These techniques not only help in building trust, but also ensure that the election process is smooth, transparent, and efficient. Check out this video and others from the Humphrey School on their YouTube channel. Again, the link is provided in the chat, and you don't need to download this, so just take a look at it today so that you can get started. We also wanted to highlight some examples in the wild of election offices across the country who are doing some really amazing work. Arlington, Virginia is a great example of some of their communication strategies. They have great brand cohesiveness across their website and social media pages. You can see that they have the same look and feel. Voters know immediately that they are on an Arlington elections page, whether they're on their website, Facebook, Instagram, or X. Kudos to Arlington, Virginia, and keep up the great work. Thank you to everyone for joining us today, and thank you to Rebecca for a great discussion. The resources mentioned in today's discussion have been placed into the chat. We'd love to see if you've used any of these resources provided in our chat so far. If you've customized or used one of the resources, let us know. Send us an email with a screenshot or a description. And as always, our inbox is open if you have any additional questions. Please email us at support@electionsgroup.com. Thank you, and we'll see you next week.